As the island spirals deeper into Star Wars chaos, Battle Royale is gearing up for its biggest final live event. And it's coming fast. The latest update drops the first details about this massive showdown, the return of a supervillain, and a threat of galactic proportions. So get comfy, because there's no better time to turn to the ultimate guide on Oninoshima. Where to find the new Force abilities, why the end of this season might actually depend on us, and way more. Let's kick things off with the map change rooms, and right in the middle, a command center with Captain Phasma running the show. There's 5 ways in, but pro tip? The maintenance shaft's the easiest way to sneak inside if you want to make a clean entrance. Next up is the Outpost Enclave, replacing the old Hopeful Heights. Now it's surrounded by the sands of Tatooine, with Sandcrawler slowly rolling by in the background. And if you're just vibing around, swing by Mos Eisley Cantina, grab a slurp and chill with some bounty hunters. It's kinda quiet here for now, but word is the Mandalorians are dropping in on May 22nd. And when they do, expect pure chaos. And finally, Vader's Samurai Solitude popped up where the Shogun Solitude used to be. This spot honestly didn't change a ton, but still feels super cool and unique. Something about those classic Japanese buildings mixed with next-level sci-fi tech? It just hits. So yeah, the name kinda gives it away. Darth Vader himself is the boss of this fortress. If you want to check out the sights, you're gonna have to fight off the Empire first. And then there's the Resistance base. They took over what used to be the Whiffy Wharf. Now it's turned into a jungle hideout where the rebels are holed up. You'll find Hope, Jones, and Poe Dameron there, clearly cooking up something wild. You can try to jack their X-Wing or grab some rebel gear, but honestly, that's just scratching the surface of the changes on the island. There's way more going on, like Fletcher Kane's after that failed heist on the Mask Maker, nobody's seen the dude behind the coin. No clue where he was. Trying new hustles. Some even went legit. There's now a whole chain of diners on the snowy peak of Oninoshima. And the best part? Scattered around are wrecked AT-ATs that were taken down right after landing on the island. It's honestly a vibe. But wait, they actually hid a cool secret here. If you climb up on one of those AT-ATs and connect the wires, it fires a cannon shot that blasts open a hidden cave full of loot. I swear, Epic really nailed it with this one. But hey, if that's not enough for you, there's another secret stash near a little waterfall by the canyon crossing. This one's easier to open, and honestly, even better loot. Definitely worth checking out. Oh, and in some spots they added split-open tauntauns. Total nod to Empire Strikes Back, when Luke Skywalker had to crawl inside a tauntaun to survive the cold. Here, same deal. Hop inside for a quick white heal. All over the map, you'll also spot Imperial outposts. Perfect for grabbing loot. Just move fast before backup shows up. And yeah, can't forget the local heroes. Our frog fams officially riding into battle in their X-Wing. Yup, you heard that right. They're rolling with the Resistance now. And from the looks of it, Poe Dameron himself handed them the keys to the ship. Meanwhile, the portal in the Magic Mosses? Completely destroyed. Daigo's ritual is done. The gates literally blew up. And the Mask Maker vanished into another dimension. The gold rush never happened, but honestly, feels like the calm before the storm. The darkness is coming back. That's a fact. So yeah, better stay ready. That's all the map changes I've spotted so far. But hey, if I missed something, drop it in the comments. Alright, now let's talk about the real fun part, gameplay. And I gotta say, Epic really went wild this time. They totally outdid every past Star Wars collab. Why? There's literally no normal weapons on the island anymore. Yep, it's all blasters of every shape and size, and of course lightsabers. And honestly, I kinda love it. This move completely fixed the whole running out of ammo problem. Because now, ammo doesn't exist. Every galactic blaster has infinite shots, but they'll overheat if you spam them too hard. Right now, we've got 7 types of blasters in the game. 2 shotguns, 2 pistols, 2 rifles, and 1 SMG. Not gonna lie, it's kinda hard to tell them apart at first. Sure, we'll all figure it out by the end of the season, but for now, yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. But don't worry, they'll bring back regular weapons later this season. But I'm betting we're rocking this galactic loadout all the way to the finale. And yeah, besides the regular ones, there are mythic blasters too. Wanna get one? Head over to the First Order base and take down Captain Phasma. Beat her, and you'll score not just the mythic gun, but also a special medallion that reduces overheating when you fire. Oh, and there's a thermal imploder you can find on the island. Doesn't really do much damage to players, but it's a beast at destroying builds in a huge radius. Honestly, a must-have for Battle Royale. They also brought back some OG loot. The wolf claws for infinite sprint, impulse grenades, and bush bombs. And of course, we gotta talk about the lightsabers. These aren't easy to get. You gotta find a portal on the map, walk up to it, talk to the hologram, and literally train with the Force in a galaxy far, far away. So far there's 3 powers: Jedi Push, Palpatine Lightning, and Lightsaber Throw. And here's the thing, to get this one, you actually gotta defeat Darth Vader. And honestly, kinda one of the most useless abilities in the game. No aim assist, flight speed's mid, range is so-so, straight up L. But don't worry, new mentors are landing on the island soon. Mace Windu with Force Pull and Darth Maul with Force Throw are dropping in. And yep, you are able to get their abilities through the portals too. Also, Epic's bringing back that mechanic where you pick a side. Last time we had this was way back in Chapter 2, Season 2, when it was Ghost versus Shadow. This time, it's Jedi versus Sith. You'll need to complete special quests popping up throughout the season. And depending on what side you choose, the quests will be different. I'm guessing this ain't just for show. Your choice might actually impact the game. Maybe it'll change the POIs, the battle bus design, or something else wild. Personally, I'm Team Sith. What about you? Drop your side in the comments. Let's see who's winning. Oh, and speaking of new stuff, let's talk about vehicles. If you're tired of rolling around on wheels, the Empire and the Resistance brought in 2 fresh starfighters, the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing. These ships are kinda rare. You'll only find them in a couple locations, and they've each got 3 lives. Get shot down? No problem, they respawn after repairs, and you're back in the fight. The blasters on them? Super strong up close. But hitting anything? Yeah, that's a whole different skill issue. Plus, anyone riding on these ships? Literal sitting ducks. The ships move slow, and when you boost, the screen shakes so much it feels like an earthquake inside Fortnite. Honestly, it feels like the old Stormwing planes, just reskinned. And yeah, even those felt smoother, not really vibing with it. Naturally, all eyes are on the final event with Palpatine. So, honestly, this whole season kinda feels like a filler arc. The big stuff's clearly happening after June 7th. And as far as I can tell, no one on the island even knows what happened to Daigo in the spirit realm. So that hidden threat, the darkness, corrupted Daigo, who knows what else, is probably cooking up for next season. And I'm betting the final event with the Death Star blowing up is gonna involve those sus characters too. At first glance, you might think this season's launch is kinda underwhelming. And you'd be right. But here's the thing. Epic's drip feeding the content all month long. They literally gave us a roadmap before the season started, so trust. By the end, there's gonna be tons blasting blasters and chasing squads with a lightsaber. And in less than a week, let's take a look what's coming. The trailer kicks off with, a galactic reckoning is coming, and then Emperor Palpatine shows up front and center. He's the one, the Sith Lord himself, who's about to become the island's next big threat. Looks like the old man got tired of bullying distant galaxies and decided to pull up to our island, with not 1, not 2, but 7 Star Destroyers. And judging by the first shot of the teaser, the Death Star's super laser is pointed right at Oninoshima. Yeah, that thing that vaporizes entire planets, it's charging up. But if you pay close attention to where that laser's actually aiming, things get way more interesting. The laser's locked onto Fletcher Kane's mansion of all places. Now, let's be real. Ain't no way the flea-ridden Baron is actually a threat to the Empire. So why target that exact spot? It's way out on the edge of the island, nowhere near the action, which means they chose that place for a reason. And what's the only thing that's hit the comments? Next, we see the aftermath of Daigo's ritual, and Hope and Kendo looking shook. You can tell they didn't see this galactic madness coming. Floating up in the sky are those 7 massive Star Destroyers I mentioned earlier. And trust me, these pizza slices are more dangerous than they look. Each one of these monsters can carry up to 50,000 troops and 72 TIE fighters. That's not just take over an island energy, that's wipe out an entire galaxy kind of firepower. And yeah, the Death Star's chilling on the horizon. Imagine waking up, stretching, looking out your window, and boom, there's a moon-sized battle station aiming a laser right at your crib. Good morning, I guess? It's low-key terrifying. But don't worry, the Resistance and the Jedi got our backs. Luke Skywalker pulled up for the homies on Oninoshima with some fresh new X-Wings, and you can fly them with the whole squad riding on the wings. Mechanically, they kinda are faster, and they're packing laser blasters. As for those who decide to side with the Empire, don't worry. Palpatine's got a whole fleet of TIE fighters lined up for y'all too. These TIE fighters are way smaller than the X-Wings, so yeah, they're clearly built for solo flights, just like in the movies. But hold up, the Empire ain't the only power rolling up. A squad of Mandalorians is about to hit the island, and they're turning the hopeful heights into their own headquarters. Yeah, no joke. That sleepy little area is about to become a full-on Mandalorian base. And of course, they're not pulling up empty-handed. These dudes are packing serious heat. Jetpacks, pulse blasters, all that good stuff. It's about to get real sweaty real fast. Only thing that felt kinda suspect in the trailer was that laser cannon slapped on the battle bus. Like, sure, it looks sick, but I doubt we're actually getting that in-game. Probably just a cinematic flex from Epic. Though, to be fair, they might be saving that mechanic for the actual live event closer to the end of the season. Wouldn't be the first time. And then, out of nowhere, Evie shows up. She's going full anime protagonist, throwing hands with some cloaked mystery figure. And that's when everyone watching probably lost their minds, because it turns out that shadowy figure is Darth Jar Jar. Yeah, I said it. Darth Jar Jar. You know, Star Wars theorists been cooking this one for years, and Epic just casually dropped it into Fortnite. Anyway, let's talk Battle Pass. Since the season's only running for like a month, we're probably getting a shortened pass. Don't expect a full 100 levels this time. It's likely going to be a tight 50-level grind with 5 core skins. But here's the thing. If you really pay attention to the trailer, it's pretty clear there are way more than 5 new characters. So what's happening is some of them are headed to the item shop instead of the pass. What we know for sure is that Wookiee Team Leader and Emperor Palpatine are both in the Battle Pass. That's confirmed. But if I had to put money on it, I'd say we're also getting the Mandalorian. And it looks like he'll be customizable again, kinda like he was back in Chapter 2. Padawan Evie is almost a lock at this point too, and Darth Jar Jar feels like an N-tier reward type beat. Now here's the dangerous part. Mace Windu, Captain Phasma, and Poe Dameron. They haven't been confirmed yet, but if Epic drops them in the item shop, say goodbye to your V-Bucks. That's instant buy territory. It's not just a collab anymore. It's a full-blown wallet check. And just so we don't get totally lost in the chaos that's about to go down this month, Epic actually dropped a full roadmap, split into 5 major story arcs. The first stage of the Imperial takeover kicks off May 2nd. That's when the new season launches. The rest of the stages have names that pretty much explain themselves, and you'll see them in-game as we go. Epic also promised weekly Star Wars-themed content updates throughout the whole season, so don't expect every gameplay feature from the trailer to be available on day 1. They're dropping it in chunks. What we do know is lightsabers are coming back, blasters are making a return, Mandalorian gear is dropping in, you'll be able to blast people with lightning from your hands. No official word yet on whether Jedi and Sith powers are making a full return, but I've got a strong feeling they're coming too. All of this is going to lead up to a big final event to close out the season. And according to Epic, it's going to push the Fortnite storyline forward in a major way. Most importantly, it's not going to be some goofy button-mashing minigame. This one's going to be cinematic, story-driven, and hopefully not cringe. Right now, it's giving Big Chapter 2, Season 7 finale vibes, the one where we blew up the mothership from the last reality. Except this time, instead of a giant flying UFO, we've got a massive floating sphere. And honestly, it would be kind of fire if Epic threw in a callback to Dr. Sloan, who led that whole op 3 years ago. But this time around, maybe Jonesy's the one calling the shots. We'll probably get more details real soon. Teasers are definitely coming, so keep your eyes on my channel if you want to stay ahead of the curve, because that's where all the sauce is. Meanwhile, the Death Star, you can already spot it in-game. Right now it's still far off, just chilling in the sky like a second moon. But each day, it's creeping closer and closer. And if you don't want to miss it, you know what to do. Hit that sub, smash that like. And yes, just to make it clearer for you, the end of the Star Wars season event might be something like the end of Chapter 2 event. Take a look and let me know what you think. It's not just packed with explosive gameplay, it's also filled with cinematics and other mind-blowing twists.
personnel to escape craft.
All imagined order personnel to escape craft.
Wake him up. You just had to be the hero, Jones. You know what happens to heroes?
They, live to fight another day?
Not this time. Do it.
No, don't do it, don't!
This isn't personal, Jones. Although I do plan to enjoy it. Would someone see what that is? Impossible. I watched you die.
I got over it.
You came back for me.
You promised me Jeno.
Well, love you too, buddy. Okay, so what's the plan? Great plan.
Shoot anyone who tries to stop me.
Tries to stop you from what?
Taking us to the other side.
What? Oh, I am keeping this.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Could you maybe speed it up?
You want faster? Go.
How is this not helping?
Main console, gyro system, disable it.
On it! How do I do that?
Figure it out.
Figure it out, he said. Oh, got it. Whoa!
It's done. Initiate phase 2.
Looper spotted. That is our way in. Hold them off.